Hello, welcome to Science. I just want to give you a quick overview of what the options are for students in Year 9 progressing into Year 10 in Science. There are two options available. So some students will follow AQA Trilogy or Combined Science. That's double science in old money or on old speak. And separate science would be what people would historically call triple science. Um, I'll talk to you a little bit more about how those work in a second. So, regardless of doing combined or separate, double or triple, we're in the fortunate position of being able to offer every student three teachers, a biology teacher, a chemistry teacher, and a physics teacher. So we're very fortunate to be in that situation, whether you're doing double science or triple science. Each subject will be 2 hours per week, so about to 12 hours per fortnight. 6 papers, which I'll talk about in a little bit more detail. The key thing that I want to stress at this point is that students on both courses can go on to study sciences at A levels as long as they meet the published entry requirements. So that means if you are not selected to do triple science or separate science, that does not mean you cannot go on to do A-level science. In fact, almost every year we have some students that do double science that have gone on to do A-level sciences and have done quite well. So it does not close any doors. There are still pathways to get into A-level science, even if you are doing double or combined science. There are requirements for both routes, but is achievable with both routes. Okay, so what is the difference? Well, the difference is, as you can see, there's the same number of papers. However, the papers are longer for separate science. So you have 6 papers, 2 biology, 2 chemistry, 2 physics. If you're doing combined science, they're 1 hour and 15 minutes long. If you're doing separate science, they're 1 hour and 45 minutes long. So that extra assessment, along with the extra content, is the reason that separate science is worth 3 GCSEs, 1 in biology, 1 in chemistry, 1 in physics, whereas combined science, while you still do biology, chemistry and physics, and you sit biology, chemistry and physics papers, because you have less content to learn and the exams are less long, that equates to 2 GCSEs, and you would get 2 GCSEs in science. Definitely able to study A-level sciences in both options. There are entry requirements. Is grade 7 in that subject in separate science. And if you do double science, you have to get grade 7s in those exam papers. So if you wanted to do physics, you'd have to get grade 7s in your physics papers and an overall grade 6 when you add in the other biology and chemistry exams. More information will come to that obviously when you get to year 11 and you're deciding. But key thing to stress is that it's still possible to do A-level sciences if you are doing the combined science route rather than the separate science route. Less content to learn, less required practicals to learn also. It is worth saying here that the separate science route is, as it says, the most rigorous route. So when you get to A-level science, those bits of extra content that you've done in separate science will mean you're a little bit better prepared for A-level, and the double students, the combined students, may find in a couple of points throughout the A-level that they're starting something from scratch, whereas the separate students might have encountered it already. But that is not a massive problem, it just requires a bit more focus and perhaps a bit more intervention and help with the teachers at that point, but that is not a problem. We are more than happy to do that, and it has worked successfully in the past and will continue to do so. Okay, so the selection process is Year 9 teachers will be asked to award a pathway suitability score. So basically rank students 1 to 4, 1 being highly suitable for combined, 4 being highly suitable for separate. So if your teacher ranks you as a 4, then you're more likely than not going to be doing the separate sciences, 3 GCSEs. If you're ranked as 1, then you're more than likely going to be doing the combined route. And then obviously you've got 2 and 3 in the middle, which are the more borderline calls, which we will discuss and analyze as a faculty to make sure we get the best course for each individual student. We will arrive at these scores using assessments. Obviously, with lockdown now, it's not working exactly as we had intended, but we will we put things in place so we were able to do this really, really well for however long lockdown continues for. So it will be assessments, but also students' ability and how they perform in lessons and out of lessons, in terms of homework and how well they're engaging in remote learning over lockdown. We'll also ask students to state what would they prefer to do. We will take all of that data and we will dedicate a lot of time and discussions with teachers to make sure we get every student onto the best course for them to help them advance into year 10 and 11 and beyond. The intention is that we get this done by June or early July, so that by the summer holidays students will know which course they're doing when they come back in September. So that is how we will do it. Please do let me know if there's any questions that you have on the back of this little presentation. Okay, and my email address is petermartin@australia-longsands.com. All right, I hope you found that useful. Thank you very much. Bye.